Yes, Dr. Ulama Kiram, leaders of the communities, brothers and sisters, Salaam Alaikum. We meet today under the shadow of a great loss to all of us. A man whose personality touched us all from within. At the Secretariat, we found him a man of understanding and whose encouragement, counsel, and wisdom have meant so much to all of us. We shall all miss him so much. On 17th of June 1996, he invited me to join him at the World Federation as his Secretary General. Nearly 3 years and 9 months later, I can say that he was able to open my sight to a perspective different and challenging for the World Federation. He will narrate an event to me that had touched his life, give me an insight of the lesson that needs to be learned, and give me advice to follow. When he sends me out for the projects, he will, in his own singular way, tell me, Subtain, do not represent your personality, but represent the position of trust that the community has placed upon you. This has been an enduring advice for all of us at this Secretariat. Through the World Federation, he saw the community's heightened capacity to serve the cause of Islam, to come to the rescue of the afflicted Muslim brothers, to provide the basic needs to its own core, and to combat the three great evils of a human society, namely disease, poverty, and illiteracy. For him, this has provided an indelible hallmark to the World Federation. To him, this is our tryst of destiny. A man misunderstood by so many. Destiny perhaps decrees that the breadth of his work and his potential could only be realized through his death. I have no doubt in my mind that history will narrate the effect of his work long after his passing away. He is a lesson for us at present and an example for the posterity for us as a community, Shia world in particular and Muslim world generally. Under his guidance and leadership, our communities in the East and West were transformed. The greatest testimony that we can pay to Mulla Sahib is that he was able to bridge the great divide that existed within our community in the East and in the West. Maulana Sheikh Jaffer Sahib said he lived only for 60 years, 63 years, yes, but he did 630 years of work in that 63 years. Today, we no longer hear of the extreme human suffering that was prevalent to our members in the East, nor is the lack of opportunity a factor in preventing those who want to ensure their children acquire religious education in the West. Indeed, this very center, which he so dearly loved, bears witness. In the history of our community, once in a while, a good leader emerges to move the community to the higher level of its development. And today, let me share a brief glimpse on how he moved the Muslim community in the United Kingdom. The history of Khoja Shia Ishnashris in Europe is very new. The displaced members of our community from Uganda arrived in United Kingdom in 1972. With very little on them, they had to leave much of what they had owned behind. Under the guidance of Mulla Sahib, work began to construct Islamic centers at every places where our community had made their home. The effect was to cause a remigration amongst our own people. The displaced and scattered community regrouped, community life as we knew rekindled. From nothing in 1972, our community now boasts upwards of 15 major centers in the United Kingdom and numerous others throughout Europe. These centers are vibrant with activity, bringing about the ethos of Islamic values within our community in the West. But Mulla Sahib's leadership did not limit itself to Khoja Shia Ithnashri community in its services. Many Shia Ithnashris from India, Pakistan, Lebanon, Iran, and Iraq found themselves in similar problems as our own community here. Through the World Federation, he helped many such communities to set up centers that have become the nucleus of their own community. Many such centers are now exist in London, the Midlands, Lancashire, Yorkshire, Edinburgh, and Glasgow. The breadth of that activities amongst that community. Although the World Federation serves its own membership, it was his leadership that did not allow the World Federation to confine itself to Khoja matters. Many other Shia communities exist in our vicinity. Whenever called upon, he provided assistance, support, and leadership to these communities. And he did not stop just at the Shias. He was instrumental in advocating cooperation with all Muslims. Under his leadership, the World Federation took on the task of dealing with problems and injustices faced by Muslims. And he did not draw the line at Muslims either. The World Federation became involved with Interfaith, a group which has representatives from all major religions in the United Kingdom. Today, because of his timely guidance, the World Federation is recognized as a key Muslim organization by the political establishment in the United Kingdom. From this very brief portrayal, one can discern that under his leadership, the World Federation assisted in setting up many Islamic centers. It has gone some way in keeping our own community united. It has helped and shown the way to other Shia communities. It has become involved and has cooperated with other Muslim organizations. And it affiliated with groups that represents all religion to explain the Shia point of view and the message of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Brothers and sisters, here was a man of high standards, complete integrity, and boundless enthusiasm for whatever task he took in hand. A leader in the true sense of the word. No one whose privilege it was to know him is likely to forget the candor of his speech, the courage of his faith, the warmth of his friendship. What he believed with heart and soul. He fought hard for causes that were good and right. On Monday, when the World Federation office opens, he will no longer be there. Just to think of that, sorrow fills our heart. Sorrow that is deep and personal. To all of us at the Secretariat, he was and will be an example to us. He encouraged us, he counseled us with wisdom, and he instilled in all of us a quality of discipline that only a leader of his stature could provide. His frequent advice to all of us was that during our work at the Secretariat and beyond, we must safeguard the position of trust given by the community. This will be his legacy at the Secretariat, which I have no doubt in my mind will sustain the work of the World Federation in the days to come. Hassan, please recite Surah Fatiha for the Mahmoud.
Thank you, Stanmore. The Office of the World Federation and the residents of the late Mullah are inundated with condolence messages. Condolence messages have arrived from all over the world. In fact, they are multilingual as well, in Arabic, in Farsi, in Urdu, in Gujarati, in English. And people dating back as long as 60s and 70s when they remember Mullah with them in Kenya, these messages have continued to pour in our offices. Whilst we cannot thank everybody, we take this opportunity to thank one and all. Messages have been received from the office of Ayatollah Al-Udhma Sistani. I even had the opportunity to talk to Sayyid Muhammad Rida Sistani, son of Ayatollah himself, who himself has condoled the whole community at this great loss. Our next speaker is a great scholar himself, the representative of Ayatollah Al-Udhma As-Sayyid Ali Al-Khamenei, who is the founder of Islamic Center England at Maidavale. And as you may be aware of so many programs, multilingual programs going on, he is the father of the center, as Mullah was at this center. He is a member of the Council of Experts in Iran and a teacher of Usul Fiqh as well. May I please welcome Hujjatul Islam wal Muslimin, Sheikh Muhsin Araki.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. The passing away of Al-Hajj Mulla Asgharali Jaffer, the great personality, has caused a great loss, shock and a grief to the Shia world, especially the Shia community in England. In this sacred gathering, apart from commemorating the high spirits and services of this loyal alim, devoted in service, lessons should be learned from his life full of service, struggle and endeavor. Here I would like to point to a few points. One, he had devoted his life to serve Islam and the Muslims. He never lagged behind or ever brought an excuse in the propagation of Islam. Two, another quality of this great man was his ikhlas, his honesty and equanimous. Ikhlas in practice is the main condition of an act. It is by means of ikhlas that an act is blessed by Allah, by the Almighty. As the Almighty Allah says, ضرب الله مثلا كلمة طيبة كشجرة طيبة أصلها ثابت وفرعها في السماء تؤتي أكلها كل حين بإذن ربها. 3. His struggle for the affairs of Muslims, especially the followers of Ahlul Bayt, was another quality of the marhum. He cared for the difficulties of the Muslims, especially the Shia, all over the world. He strived to ease their difficulties. 4. He followed the Marja'iyat and Wilayat Fiqh, which is in fact the Wilayat of Imam Zaman, Salamullahi Ta'ala alayhi wa Anjalallahu Farajah. He was an obedient follower of Marja'iyat and Wilayat Fiqh. 5. In addition to the above mentioned qualities, his endeavor in uniting the Khoja Shia Ithna Ashari community are all lessons one must learn from his life in order to compensate the loss caused by his demise, and which will also please his soul. I ask the Almighty to elevate the ranks of this honorable deceased and for his family reward and patience. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة تسبقها الصلوات. اللهم صل. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.